So here we are, I've got something a bit different for you this week. We are cleaning up some of the finds we've found in our previous videos. We've got 3 knives to clean up and a planer. Now we're not just cleaning it up with a wire brush, we are using electrolysis. What's electrolysis?
Electrolysis is chemical decomposition produced by passing an electric current through a liquid or solution containing ions.
Thank you, Leggett. Now we're not doing this all by ourselves, we've got a professional. Electrolysis Eddie has come down to help us out, ain't he, Leggett?
Yeah, he has. Good old boy Eddie is. And he told us the first thing we need to do is go to the shops to get some stuff. So we did. What you got now then, Matty?
Right, Leggett, we're in the busiest Asda I've ever seen. We've got some finished salt, some soda crystals, a couple of packs, and some coat hangers for Mum.
Oh, Matt, you better be careful taking all that. They've got you on there.
I've paid, Leggett. Boycott self-checkouts. Right, we've only been in Asda 2 minutes, and look what Leggett's got in his hand.
What?
You can't take him anywhere. That's the shopping done.
And now Matty's got to set up the hose.
Great old hose. Look at that. Water on tap.
Go on then, give it a squirt.
No, that's not on.
Oh, so it's not on
Turn
tap.
it on. That's the water done. We had a couple of minutes before Eddie arrived to prepare.
So we've got Matty in the garage today. We've got the fines. Some people wanted to see these cleaned up. It's not very good light, that's better. And Eddie must have got a proper hoss on because he come here on time as usual and he's impressed with our preparation. So that is the soda crystals and water being mixed together. Lovely old job.
It's just a bit of finalisation with the wire bit. You can tell Leggett and I aren't very good at this stuff, so it's a good job we've got Electrolysis Eddie here. So the voltmeter thing is on, and we've just got a tester in there at the moment, and there is bubbles coming up already.
I'll put it on full.
So the rubbish is going from the dirty thing to the clean thing on the side. Very, very good.
Very.
The bubbles are coming. The dirt is going. Here's Leggett telling us all how the current gets to the bit that's being cleaned.
So yeah, the electric goes from here, through here, in there, through the cable, through there, and in there. Alright? So yeah, just an idea on what's going on. The electrolysis happens on that, and then all the rust gets dragged either end to the anodes. As you can see there's some gunk on the sides and on that one there.
Right everyone, Electrolysis Eddie has set up our own electrolysis station at home. Eddie done us a solid, didn't he, Leggett?
He did, good old boy he is. Now we're going to start off with the cleaver blade and the earring knife, which are in the drink as we speak.
But let's have a look how we found them.
Quickly here! Look at this, Miller. Look what I just pulled out of the river.
It's a weapon, isn't it, mate?
It's an absolute cleaver blade.
What you got, mate?
Look at this. That is a naughty, naughty blade. Or maybe even your ear there as well.
We've got the 2 knives in there. They've been in there for 24 hours. We just got them out. Eddie came over, gave them a scrub with me, and there is silver starting to develop, as you can see. Another 24 hours, I reckon that'll be it. As you can see, just bubbling away there. Getting all that rust to the anodes on the side.
Right, the 2 rare artefacts have finished their bubbling job.
Before we see the final show, let's have a look at some before photos to see what they look like. Leggett's got that great old meat cleaver in his hand. Let's go and have a look what he's got.
Here, promptly, here. Look at this, Miller.
Oh my word.
Now, this isn't any old meat cleaver blade. If you look closely across the top here, it's actually covered in dragon scale. Now, these dragon scales are about 20,000 years old, and these dragons used to roam the skies of Norfolk wielding these blades. That's why they're covered in dragon scale.
What do you reckon then, Leggett?
Well, I've been searching on Google Images. I've found one of the dragons holding one. Come have a look.
So what does that mean then, Leggett?
Well, that must be worth more than £1,000. Right, I think Matty's got the Cambridge earring knife all nicely cleaned up for us.
Here. Leggett, look at this. This is not an earring knife. This is an Egyptian silver knife. Now, you can tell it's Egyptian because look at that there. Can you see that? That is an Egyptian panther, and this little crown here means it's pure solid silver.
Right, mate, what's the internet got to say about things?
Well, I'm on eBay, Leggett, and I've found a close version. Come and have a look at this.
What does that prove then, Miller?
It's worth £1,000. Now it's time for the planer and the mini shank.
We haven't actually got footage of the planer, but let's remind ourselves how we found the shank. I have managed to retrieve what you would call a shank. Basically, it's a penknife and it's got the bit out where you could hurt someone quite a lot with.
I've just now put the planer and the mini shank in there. As you can see, there's the planer, there's the mini shank. First time changing the water and the wires without electrolysis Eddie here, so it's a bit scary. But that is looking good. Let's turn her on and see what we reckon. Yep, looks like it's wired up okay. There's bubbles everywhere. Before we show you the finals, let's remind ourselves of what they looked like before.
What you got that planer for us, Matty?
Come and have a look at this planer, Leggett. Markings everywhere. SS meaning sterling silver. Record meaning could be used as a record player. And look at this at the bottom. Bailey. Now that's the bloke who made it. Now let me turn this around because there is even further markings on the bottom of here. Can you see those dates there? 19-10, 19-02. Well, that was obviously the year that it was made. That's ringing, Leggett. Yeah, it is. Hello? Hello? Could I speak to Bailey, please? It's Mr. Miller. Tell him about his antique planer. He'll want to know about this. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Hello, Bailey. How you doing? All right? Yeah, good to speak to you. I'm just calling about this planer I've picked up down the river. Well, I'll tell you about this. The dating on it, it says 1902. Hang on a minute, how old are you? You're getting on a bit. What do you mean you don't want a bag? It's got your name on it, it's antique. What? You got it from Poundland? What's the shank looking like then, Leggett?
Well, I've been reunited with one of my old finds. I'm actually quite emotional.
Do you want me to turn it off for a bit? Or?
Yeah, please. Right, this is a granite plated double spiked shank. Now, because it's granite, as you can see, it's going to go on eBay for such a lot of money.
What are you doing putting that shank in the ground then, Leggett?
Well, I don't want it. That's a load of old tosh. I can't put that in the green bin.
That concludes our first electrolysis video. We'd like to say thank you so much to Electrolysis Eddie for coming down and helping us out with the tricky bits. What do you reckon, Leggett?
Yeah, it's been a great session. Some absolutely sensational cleanups. Now, this will be the first of our electrolysing videos. I've got plenty more bunch of finds to clean up for you. So that's enough electrolysing for one day.
See you in the next one.
Whoa, steady you on. Before you go, if you haven't seen them, here are the before and after pictures of all the finds.
What are you doing down there then, Leggett?
I'm just giving the finds a final little brush up.
That's a bright towel. What are you doing with that?
Premier League.